We live.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about it?
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing it. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
You imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right-hand side, we got a special guest for y'all. I'm not going to say her name yet, but we have a very, very special guest that's on the show today. But underneath me, we have the OG. The champ is here. Chuck Little John. And to the right of him, we have Decatur's highest price gas. And the man who's off of IR now, Corey D.
Workers' comp. Workers' comp can't hold me. They can't hold me, cuz.
Can't hold you down, man. And he's eating. And he's eating on the job. He's eating on the show. Eating on the show, man.
I'm hungry now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
How y'all doing, man?
Wow, Corey.
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Doing great, man.
Doing great.
This is our midweek show.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you that don't know, the midweek indicates a special day every week.
Oh, yeah.
And we call that a particular day. And that is that I want to wish everybody happy hump day.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Everybody out there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Remember, when you come to the channel, man, tell a friend, bring a friend, and when you come, don't come by yourself. My homegirl, my friend of 15 plus years, the winner of the TCY March Madness bracket, none other than the great, the spectacular Miss Jyll Dingman.
Oh, yeah.
Man, those are great accolades. You never do that.
No, right?
Yeah, that's what's up.
So how did I beat you guys? That's the question.
No, don't. Whoa.
Oh, I like it. Start off strong. Okay.
How did I beat you?
Like, do you when you're filling out your bracket?
Okay.
Are you filling out your bracket because of people that you like, or you think there's a strong dude on the team, or like, I obviously you're gonna root for Dallas no matter what when they're in the NFL, right? But like,
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Jill. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. You're a Dallas Cowboy fan?
I am not. No, I know that G is.
Okay.
Okay.
Man,
All right.
thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Continue. I apologize.
I'm now a Falcons fan. I grew up near the Chicagoland area, so
Okay.
But I mean, I think we might have a chance with a quarterback. He's a little on the older side, but we're gonna go with it.
Preach, honey, preach. Come on, keep going. You good? Come on.
I mean, he can sing. We'll leave it at that. Like,
He can sing. What you doing now? Come on, hold on. He can sing. Well, continue. You heard him sing?
you haven't heard Kirk sing?
Why would I want to hear him sing? I want to see him throw.
Well, I know.
Yeah, but tell me more. Tell me more. What Give me your analytic on the Falcons and Kirk Cousins. Continue.
Well, I think he's a little on the older side. Takes him a while to get back up after he's been hit. So
Okay.
That's
That's okay.
He's
That's
got
okay.
a good, strong chiropractor, you know.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, you're right. You're right, JB. They are taking all our players, man. So going back, Jill, to March Madness,
Yes.
and you was asking us questions about how do we pick our team, do we like the color of the uniform, do we like a special player or whatever it may be. To answer that, I went with who I thought was consistent all year. That's what I try to go with, the more consistent squads. And then the squads that I felt like never do well in tournament play, I kind of didn't go with them as long. But I tried to go with the teams that played better all year.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna change it up next year. But the OG and Corey can tell you how they pick theirs. And then we'll hear about how the winner picks theirs.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I watched a lot of college basketball, so I was going on the trend that the teams going in hot, the teams have been playing good all year. I thought they would proceed on. I mean, go forward in the tournament. I did try to pick one upset because usually there's always a Cinderella every year. So I did pick North Carolina State to win a few games. I didn't pick them to go as far as they did, but I did pick them to pick a few games. Now, I did pick the champion with my heart, kind of with my heart, but they were playing good because I like North Carolina.
Yeah.
But they ran up against a buzzsaw with Alabama shooting threes. So, so I guess that's why I didn't win.
Okay. Where were you at, OG? On the list?
Oh, I'm way down.
Way down. Okay.
I'm about to say, why are you trying to call that man out like that?
I was just trying to see how the picks, how it worked out for him.
Because all the upsets. I mean, all the upsets.
So you don't pick from your heart. That's for sure. Don't pick from your heart.
Don't pick from your heart. That's the first one.
But North Carolina's playing good this year.
Okay.
She said, okay. Right. Like that's BS, but okay.
All right, Corey. Decatur's highest price gas. I think we understand what that means.
Well, I'll say this here. I ain't gonna lie. I went on a limb and I picked my strategy was to pick upsets. And I ain't gonna lie, I got upset. Day one, my team was out. I was out of the competition day one. I went with a lot of teams that I couldn't pronounce their names.
Yeah.
I went with a lot of teams I didn't know where the state was or where they were located. I said, you know what, let's just go, with what you know. But then I picked, like the OG said, I picked one that was from my heart, and that was the one that killed me. I went with Kentucky to win it all, and Kentucky lost it all in the beginning, and everything else they followed Kentucky. So
I did
honestly,
have Kentucky going pretty far. I lost out on that one too.
This is my last year doing it, and you see Calipari's gone, which we'll cover later on. But at the same time, I went with my with my gut feeling. I said, let's pick a couple of upsets, which we did see. I just picked the wrong ones.
Yeah. Calipari's been like consistent, right? Though, like constantly.
Regular season, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
What we found,
champ.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Corey. What are you about to say? I'm sorry.
What we found out is that it's really competitive with our picks. We talked trash the whole time. I won it once. I think the OG has. Galen has not.
Oh.
Yeah. So just to let you know, I throw a little shade while I'm doing this. Look now. Okay, 3 of us are the same, and one, how to say, one of us is not like the other. I had to get it. Throw a little shade on my bad.
Yeah, and Corey's speech is actually a piece of his speech is in our introduction on the show, man. So, with that being said, champ.
Yeah.
We will call you.
So you gotta watch a lot of ESPN, right?
Okay.
I mean, so.
My God, so she tried. Okay.
Well, so I love basketball. Like college basketball is my favorite. Men's, women's, it doesn't matter. I just love college basketball.
Okay.
It's just more competitive, they actually run plays and things like that. So I really prefer college basketball over NBA, WNBA. Okay. But I use some statistics too to help me. So did you know that since they've been seeding, which was like 1979 is when they started seeding colleges for this. there's only been 1 year that all 4 number 1 seeds have made it to the Final Four. So don't pick more than 1 or 2 number 1 seeds to go to the Final Four.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Did we all? Who picked all number ones? Did you pick all number ones, G?
I think I may have picked 3 out of the 4.
OG.
I had Purdue losing early, so I know
Okay.
Purdue was in there.
Well, I know I think I had Purdue losing 2 because I know I had Tennessee going.
Okay.
I think I only ended up with 2, but it was the wrong 2.
Okay. What other statistic, Jill?
So, and out of the number 1 seeds, out of the last 16 years, 12 number 1 seeds have won the championship. So
Wow.
there's going to be a number 1 seed probably win the championship. You just got to pick the right one.
Oh my God.
Right? So those are statistics that you're like, oh, but then like early on, what was that? It was BYU versus, what is it, Duquesne?
Duquesne.
Duquesne, whatever it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that was what LeBron James's high school coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you take LeBron James's high school coach versus a bunch of white dudes. Like, right? So I picked the 11 over the 6 because and look at it, you know.
Okay.
We gotta like practice.
That's a little different. Yeah, that's a little different. Okay.
All right, we're gonna. Okay. All right. Okay.
and I usually try to pick like the 8 and 9s. Like I'll pick those sometimes as the ones that lose, right? Because those are always gonna be close games.
Okay.
So you picked with the intention of, well, you picked strategically on every level, like say from Sweet 16 on, or just from the beginning, or when did? Go ahead.
Yeah. So I try to listen to ESPN for the big overall 64 picture, and follow throughout the season. Like I really thought Alabama was going to do well. Last year they played really well and they went pretty far. And so I was like, oh, this year they're going to get pretty far. And sure enough, they did. I think they went one extra one than I actually picked them to go. So,
yeah.
But yeah. And I listened to the analytics, the analysts, you know. It's funny because you guys know Elle Duncan on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's from Atlanta, right? And I play softball with her sister. And this is, I don't know, probably 10 years ago. And she came out and played with us. And her sister's a phenomenal softball player. And we'd never seen Elle play before. And so we're like, all right, let's see what she has. So she played third base. The girl freaking like sucked it up. Like she was amazing. And I was like, what? So that's like my connection to like ESPN. Like I know Elle's sister.
Okay.
Okay.
Inside scoop. Yeah, the inside scoop.
I was just about to say, why do we have more information, new information? Okay.
That's
okay.
Awesome. So next year, I'm about to say I'm about to cheat off for Jyll next year.
Yeah.
But we cannot cheat off because they don't let you see it until the day. So I guess I can't cheat. I can't cheat. So Jyll, do you have a speech prepared for you know, I guess to say, you know, thank you, Mom, and you know, everybody, you know, for believing in me like Corey did.
All right, so let's make up a speech on the fly. First off, I want.
Thank you. All right, you're done. I'll just joking. I'm joking.
Thank you for the invite. Like keeping consistent, you know, keeping in touch. Put me on that list.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, my daughter Riley. Like she's constantly trying to like, ooh, who'd you pick, and asking why. So I gotta give props to Riley.
That's what's up.
That's it. That's it. That's your speech.
That's it.
Did you hear my speech at the beginning of the show? You know,
I did hear little pieces of it. I'm like, yeah.
Listen, this is your time. Get on the soapbox. Let me hear.
All right. Look, he held no punches back.
I'm very
Yeah. He on the other hand is never humble. That man is not humble at all.
Hey,
how bad we were, and if we needed help next year, see him and
You can be a champion like me. You know. Thank
But yeah, he had
Thank-
not repeated.
All right, so the other question is, before I go, did you guys watch the girls?
What?
What did we?
Oh, yeah, just
All
checking.
right.
Do you not see the shirt I have on?
Before we come to that, let's give our sponsor a big shout out, and then we will answer the great question that Jyll just asked y'all.
Facts. Did we? What?
Did we?
Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The Crew and You have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the Crew and You trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the Crew and You.
And you.
Thank you, Mr. Alvin Jameson, for being a wonderful sponsor of our very first segment. Now, let's jump into the question that Miss Jyll just asked, man. Did we watch Corey Davis? Go ahead, big dog.
Let me say something before we answer the question. Jill, so we normally, as a group, we text all day. And then, like I said, for games, anything. Let me tell you how gangster this is between the ladies and the men. We didn't text one time during the men's game. Fellas, did y'all realize that? We didn't
I
say
didn't realize.
thing. Now, when the ladies were playing, hey, it was all day. So I'm gonna say that first, and then we didn't text one thing with the men's game.
That's
And
fun.
OG, this is your segment, bro.
Oh, this is my segment now.
I mean,
I didn't know if you wanted me to go now. I thought you might want to talk about other things because if I start going, it's going to take a little while.
well, I mean, did you watch it?
I can't believe you gonna ask me that. I was one of 18.7 million people.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. Was that the number?
Okay, so you guys texted throughout the women's game. Did you text more during the LSU Iowa game or the South Carolina Iowa game?
Oh, man.
I think it's more the South Carolina Iowa game because I think what it was, I have some haters out there. So, and I go ahead and start talking. So, Iowa came out and Iowa, they punched South Carolina in the face the first few minutes of the first 3 minutes of the game. They were up 13-2.
18 in the first quarter. That was
and I'm gonna talk about that. So and we can go ahead and go there right now. So yeah, Caitlin Clark scored 18 in the first quarter, and she broke another record. I know we are pretty good in math. So if you take 30 in the first, if you take 18, if you take 30, and you subtract that by 18, then what do you get?
12.
14.
So you score 18 in one quarter, but you score 3 in the next. You chose 12 in the next 3.
12. Oh, my bad.
12 in the next 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Why is that? May we ask ourselves?
I got an answer for it.
Oh, I know the answer. I'm just gonna see if y'all got the same answer I do.
Hollywood Raven.
Some defense.
Hollywood who?
Hollywood Raven Johnson.
Right.
Out of Georgia.
I'm gonna bring up something else about that. So one of our co-hosts on here decided they was gonna go with Iowa. They've been riding with Caitlin Clark all year long. They're going back to last year.
Sure was.
But being from Decatur and being the ATL kind of guy, there's always ATL. Why would you go with Caitlin when you got a young lady that's on the South Carolina Gamecocks team that's straight out of Westlake?
Westlake High School.
She went to Westlake.
And where?
She won 4 straight titles at Westlake.
But yet, you rather not pull for your homegirl. Your homegirl.
This ain't about home team. It
should have been. It should have been.
Listen, let me tell you. So 2 years ago, I hooked my hitch, or I hitched my wagon onto a Hawkeye. I hitched my wagon to a Iowa Hawkeye. I like her shooting ability. I like her style of play. Now, there's been some controversy between me and the OG for years now because at the same, I that's what I chose. I chose a good shooter. I chose a good team all the way to the national championship. Now, at the same time, like you said, halftime they were up. Correct?
Who?
Were they
No,
not up? Who? Oh no, they weren't. They were
no,
down
no,
three.
they were down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
yeah,
talk.
they
I'm
were
gonna
down.
talk about that too.
We don't need you to talk about everything,
All right,
but
I
at the
tell you,
same time,
I warned G when you bring this up, you don't want to bring it up after we talked about everything else, because
what did I bring up? What did I
no,
bring
no,
up?
no,
That they
no, no,
were
no.
up?
I said no. I mentioned to G before we go into this segment. We might want to talk about everything else we had to talk to before we get here.
We might not get there because Jill asked us a question, you
Okay,
know,
let's go.
and so look, yeah. So we're asking the question, you know, and you know how we do it. This may go on a little bit longer than we need it to, but I'm prepared for that. But at the same time, like I said, from 2 years ago up until right before halftime, yes, I was rooting for. No, I ain't gonna say I rooted for the whole game, but I'm saying they were up. You know, there was no reason for me to switch squads. There was no reason for me to not be impressed with their play. My opinion is, yes, I got two different opinions, two different sides of story. Yes, her defense was staggering in that second half. She started playing real tight defense on her. Wasn't worried about scoring. She was just worrying about playing her man. And I think Caitlin ran out of gas because some of them shots were just, it just wasn't there. But she ran out of gas. She was hyped in that first half, and then she ran out of gas. And on top of that, the defense was like in her face, stifling her. And that girl ran with her the whole time. So I'm giving both of them kudos for a good season. But at the same time, yes, Hollywood, she was on her ass. I'm not taking that away from her. You know what I mean?
When
And
you
then
sacrifice wanting to score to play your defensive game to shut her down, like
she didn't have to score. Yeah,
she didn't because they've
yeah,
got so many other weapons that can score.
facts.
But she, like, I guarantee you, she said to Dawn State, "Let me have her."
Let me have her.
Yeah, she
Don
said it was personal.
Don didn't have her on her in the first quarter.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Bria
Yes,
Hall on it.
yeah,
Hey, Bria Hall
yeah.
on it.
Yep. All right, but so
Yes.
go ahead, Gorma.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So in the process, they made a great adjustment, and I think Hollywood said in the beginning, she said this is personal from the year last year when they got put out. This is personal for her, and she kept it real and she stayed on her. She was a fresh body in the second half. And like I said, I think she ran out of gas. The adrenaline was flowing, and she was trying her best. And then them shots just wasn't pulling like she normally does. I'm giving them kudos. It was a great second half for South Carolina. It was tough to her the whole game, but I just think she ran out of gas.
Yeah.
That and like Iowa has awesome passing and penetration, right? So dish off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, South Carolina had the answer to that. They always had a hand in the passing lane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is true.
And on top of that, Iowa didn't shoot the ball well at all.
Who?
Iowa. They didn't shoot the ball. They didn't shoot the ball well at all. They missed a lot of wide open shots that they had been hitting throughout the tournament. They were missing a lot. And
like if they had 3 quarters, like they had their first quarter,
right?
But literally, they had 1 good quarter out of 4.
Yeah.
And I will say this here, and I'll get off of it before G takes a stand. But the difference between last year and this year was the 3-point shooting.
I told you that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it to you. You know what I mean? I agree. The 3-point shooting was way better this year. They had some rookies that was putting it down on the bottom.
And let's not forget what Cardoso did as well.
Oh, no doubt.
She was a monster down there. They had absolutely no answer for her.
Not a team that has anybody that can stop her.
Nobody. Yeah, they had nobody.
I'm gonna tell you other something. So
Okay.
before the game started, I was talking to my brothers, right? And they can tell you this. You know what I told them before the game started? I told them that you watch out for Tessa Johnson. I told them that before the game started. Other thing is, what do y'all think the turning point of this game was in the first half?
The turning point.
I'm gonna tell you. The turning point of this game in the first half was at a minute and 28 seconds left to go in the half.
You wrote it down.
Raven steals the ball from Caitlin.
Were you
Drives
reading?
down the court. Steals the ball from Caitlin. Drives down the court. Dishes it to Chloe Kitts. Right? They tie the game. At 28 seconds left to go.
Oh my God.
Raven steals the ball again. Goes in for a layup. Now South Carolina's up by 3. And you know what happened after that? They did not relinquish that lead again after that.
And you know, everybody loves Caitlin. There's room for improvement. That right there is proof that she's still got to grow. Like she was just being lackadaisical. Girl just stole it from her like that.
You know what? That leads me to a question that I'm gonna ask to y'all because this is okay. So I watched a bunch of the interview pieces from Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird. Diana Taurasi, to me, she can't stand Caitlin Clark. Now the question was in this draft, would you take Caitlin Clark or Paige Beckers? And you know, if you had the first pick or whenever your pick, if you had it first, and these two people were on the board, who would you pick first? And Diana Taurasi, I'm picking Paige, or it's gonna be hard for her, or she don't understand. I just felt like she was hating a bit. But my question is Paige Beckers better than, or is she more WNBA ready than Caitlin Clark?
No.
I think she could use another year, given the fact that she really sat 2 years. It's only going to grow her game to play another year.
Yeah.
She's already said she's coming back.
Yeah, she is.
She is coming back. Okay.
Yeah. But and to add on what Jill's saying is, I think Caitlin Clark is be WNBA ready because other thing about Paige Beckers is Paige Beckers has been injury prone.
Yeah.
And like Jill said, you know, she said that she missed 2 full years.
Yeah, UConn, they're always injury prone. They're always injured. They need a new conditioning coach.
Taurasi, she just like she gonna get a rude awakening. She gonna see she's not as good as she thinks she is. You know, it's not gonna be the same. You're playing with 18-year-olds and these are grown women. It was like I was like, man, does she not like her at all?
She doesn't. She's been going and a lot of Caitlin has been receiving a lot of hate from former players, a lot of UConn players. I'm not sure why. And now they're saying that she's not even going to be good in the WNBA.
Like she's off the charts when it comes to assists and points in her league, right? The college league. So she's going to be average when she goes into, in my opinion, I think she's going to be average because she's already playing at their elite level.
Do you know who she's? Okay, I don't mean to cut you off, Jim, but do you know who she's going to be paired with next season?
Right?
Huh?
Can you imagine? So, like last year, I can't remember the girl's name, the center that she had, like amazing connection. But now that she actually has an amazing center to play with, she's going to crush it. It's going to be Stockton alone. Like,
where's that center from? What college?
Go ahead, OG. Go ahead. Enlighten us, buddy.
What college? I think that's Aaliyah Boston, isn't it?
Of course.
Yes.
And so right. And so to say that you're going one of the toughest down there, you know, and honestly, I don't see it where I'm not saying that she can't fail, but I don't see it being a terrible season when you got somebody that can support you and help you down there. You know what I mean? So I just feel like Taurasi was like G was saying, kind of hating a bit much or just adding on to some future endeavors that may not be true.
I mean, I think Taurasi was wrong. First off, she should be supporting her. She's gonna lift the WNBA name more than it has been in who knows how long, right? I mean, I can't tell you the last time I've been to a Dreams game. I've been looking for Indiana Fever Dream tickets, though.
Yeah,
I know that's right. I didn't think about that.
Hey, G, I got a seat on the bus. I tried to offer these guys a seat on the South Carolina Gamecock bus, but I have a seat on another bus that's associated with a team in the WNBA also. And that bus would be of the back-to-back Las Vegas Aces, led by another Gamecock in Asia Wilson. who they've just recently also signed another Gamecock in Bria Beal.
And to top that off, I think they're going to win again next year. Her bench is so deep.
It's deep. It's deep.
You can't tell these two guys that though.
It's deep. No,
Okay, okay,
we
G.
just hoping they lose. We just hope
Right. Okay, so G, let's get it. Me and G, what we try to do is we want a competitive outcome a lot of time. We don't just pick South Carolina or pick the winner. We try to find a competitive solution as opposed to us riding the coattail of the winner every year.
Yeah. And what Las Vegas is doing is what UConn was doing back in the day. Like they're just getting all the best players, and that I don't want the WNBA to be there. I want the talent to be spread out amongst everybody, so we can see good games every day.
Yeah, I like that.
That's what I don't like about the Las Vegas Aces. But that it's gonna be tough to beat them, man. It's gonna be tough to beat them. We know that.
So G,
Before we go there,
that man losing down there in that bottom box.
I want to ask y'all: is what Caitlin Clark did with Iowa as good as what Iowa?
Wisconsin.
Is it just as good or better than what the UConn ladies have done? Breanna Stewart, on those levels.
You could, she broke records. Caitlin Clark broke records.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're talking about UConn and Breanna Stewart being at UConn and some of the ladies at UConn, I think Breanna Stewart won the championship every year she was at UConn.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't lose, and she was MVP every year too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I mean, I think that South Carolina's got the UConn vibe going. I mean, undefeated season, you win the national championship. I mean, that sounds like UConn.
Yeah.
It's getting there, but I think South Carolina has the next person up mentality a little bit better than South Carolina. I'm sorry, UConn. Remember those girls stayed. These girls here are playing hard, and it's like she has a factory that's going into the WNBA. We heard Breanna Stewart's name a lot. Like 4 years. We heard them. Not saying that these girls aren't staying, but they get so good they can go to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
But
like, how good were those UConn teams that they were playing with? All we know was Caitlin Clark on this team, and she's taking them to new heights herself. And
you know what? That's not true, G. I don't mean to cut you out. That's not true. I know Stokey now. I know Marshall. She's going into the draft. That's it.
But they don't have anybody behind her. They don't have another class coming in that's legit like South Carolina.
Right. That's true. That's true. This is it. We won't see them again.
Like they might be able to start recruiting a little bit better now because Coach Bluter's name is on the map now. But Dawn Staley is always going to get the #1 pick.
And Luter's old, right? She's old.
She is. I think she's been there like 30 years, something like that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because
So
only thing South Carolina.
I hope that Coach Bluter retires. Caitlin Clark comes back to be the head coach, and my daughter plays for Caitlin.
Oh my God! Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, because South Carolina's on losing Cardoso.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
And they already got the #2 recruit that's committed to come to South Carolina. That's from South Carolina, from Camden.
I mean, Dawn Staley's an amazing coach. Like, she pours into you on and off the court. Like, it's so rare to find that invested of a coach.
I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
What did the men's MVP and the women's MVP, Naismith MVP, have in common in these games?
Something about South Carolina.
They both high school, right?
Huh?
They both went to the same high school?
No.
Oh.
It's something with South Carolina. There's something about South Carolina.
No, it's nothing to do with South Carolina.
You should. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Did they lead the nation in scoring?
Say it again, you?
I said, did they lead the nation in scoring?
Well, they both. I guess they both made. I guess the point I'm trying to make is they both were leading their team in scoring, and in these championship games, they needed support and didn't get it. They were too dependent on those two players, the players of the year.
Oh,
Edie and Caitlin.
Okay. I thought you told. I misheard. I thought you said the winners. Okay.
No. I said the MVP winner.
Okay.
Oh,
The
both
national
MVP,
MVP.
college
Yeah.
MVPs. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, because Edie did struggle down there in the
Yeah.
bottom.
Lil
Yeah.
John, Lil John said they both won MVP. I love it. I love it. Jyll, if you have to go, I understand. You're more than welcome to stay on. I will have to play this one clip that I think is for somebody on our show, man. So I will play this clip.
Looking at her, she swiped away with her hand.
It became personal with me.
Caitlin Clark has been looking to get inside and penetrate in here. Nice block by Johnson. Allowed the hot stove touch on the ball handler facing the basket. Raven 3 for 3 from downtown. Turned off and Johnson takes the bucket. Raven Johnson lays can't hit. Clark the rebound. And then pumped away by Cardoso. Raven Johnson after it again. There's Clark. Had it knocked away. Taken by Johnson. Clark looking to take Johnson. Clark into the paint.
Give me that.
Gets the nine. Goes back up. And they'll lead right back to 7 for South Carolina. On the drive as it has 30. Driving. Squeezes it. There's Bell. Clark into the paint. Catches. Clark has it taken away by John. Perfection with a touch of sweet redemption. Undefeated South Carolina.
The OG want me to play that for y'all.
Hey, you hear the last thing he said? Perfection with a little bit of sweet redemption.
Thanks for having me, G. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely, Jyll. I will send you your funds for participating and winning. You got cash out?
I don't. I'll see you at the office.
Okay, all right, go.
Thanks,
All
bro.
right, Jyll.
Love it.
Thanks for joining us, Jill. Enjoy it.
No doubt. Very nice. Very nice.
So that was the winner, Steve-O. She was the winner of the TCY March Madness bracket tournament, man. So that was the winner. She came on to give a short speech, thanking myself and the crew and you for
37 minutes.
yeah, man. So thank you for coming on. I love that girl. She's amazing, man. She's cool people.
Hey.
Do y'all see that TCY family? She came on. Come on.
Yeah,
no. She came on.
She came on with no problem.
With no problem. Come on, guys. Come on in.
Hey, you know something? I'm a person of receipts, right? Y'all know I like receipts, right? So I guess before we get to the next statement, I'm not sure what it's gonna be. But a few weeks ago, we were talking about the NFL. And one of my co-hosts,
Which one?
made a statement about his team, about where they would be in the division. And he completely changed the statement that he had made 2 weeks prior. And I mentioned to everyone that I'm a man of receipts. And that for those of you that should always know, I podcast to go out there and then, it's all recorded. You can go back and watch them all anytime you want to. Please go. If you can't join us on the show, go back and watch them like I do. Yeah, on Pandora, on Apple, on Spotify, all that good stuff, man. All that good stuff. I don't have the capability of putting the clips on there. I'm not a good TikTok guy like G and Corey is. But what I can do is let you listen just to a little clip.
I ain't good.
Of what was said.
So right now, as y'all Division 6, and we're just being honest with what we got going on right now with the moves that teams are making. Who looks what? Give me 1 through 4. All right. From what I give you 1 through 4. Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders, Giants. OG.
Okay, y'all heard that, right? You heard what my man said. That was G.
Wasn't me.
Making that statement. Did you hear what he said? He said the Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders, and the Giants. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think the Commanders. I think us and the Giants are fighting for that number 3 spot right now. The Eagles, Commanders are well above us already. That's why I feel right now.
Eagles and Commanders are way above us.
Thank you. Receipts. I told you when you made that statement 2 weeks prior, you said something different. So you can't talk out of both sides of your mouth. You gotta come. You gotta come from the front.
When he said the Commanders, was he doing that time when he was upset that when they wasn't making the moves? OG,
That made no difference to me. Upset, not upset. You say what you mean.
It was.
No, I'm just asking. Was he?
Listen here, Corey.
It was frustration.
I'm asking you a question, Corey.
It's frustration.
Are you playing the role of Crystal today? Are you his defense attorney?
No. I was asking you where it came from, because we were there.
Where it came from the show.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that when he put y'all ahead of, because I remember I was the one asking the question, but I need to know when it happened, so he can justify his answers too. We need to know when, because at that time, like I think he was a little frustrated, right?
Let me tell you when. It was when we was talking about. It was when we was talking about the Cowboys hadn't made any moves, right?
Yeah,
And he was frustrated about that. He was frustrated about that. But then when he came back and said and changed it and said the Eagles then the Cowboys still hadn't made no moves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and defend yourself.
All right, so man, that was frustration talking. That was frustration talking, man. I was upset that we didn't make any moves. I thought the Commanders made some good moves. I did, and I still feel like they made some good moves. And after being able to sit back, calm down, and actually go back and analyze the two teams again, I realized, the Commanders got better, but they was horrible last year. So better just puts them at third. They was fourth last year, not all the way up to second. I went way too far with my frustration. I was upset with the Cowboys, and I was throwing my boys under the bus. I picked them back up, dusted them off, put them back where they belong at number 2. That's all it is.
So you say so it's just like saying you frustrated. So I'm frustrated that Dak played a terrible game against Green Bay and we lost.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still a Cowboy fan.
What? You want him to not be the Cowboy fan so they lost?
You can't use frustration as a reason for the statement you made. You made the statement.
OG, we all been frustrated all season with. And my frustration. I think you had frustration with your squad too.
Let me ask you something. So
you know my frustration.
Okay, hold on. So during that frustration that me and you have had,
sure,
have we said one thing, and then 2 weeks later turn around and say something totally 100% different?
Mm-hmm.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
No, you, G.
Look, I think any fan has done that. Like, hey man, I ain't watching them no more. You get frustrated. I'm done with them. OJ, that's part of the game, baby. That's that love you have when you in a relationship like that, man. You gonna have them little argument disagreements, dog. That's all.
You can sit here try to justify as much as you can. You thought we weren't gonna find it. But trust me, I spent an hour and I found this, buddy. I told you I'd go bring the receipts.
Hey, JB the Cowboy fan. Hell yeah, Cowboy fan before Jerry and Dak. All day, man. All day.
So okay, OG, you found the receipt. But let me ask you: was he not entitled to the frustration?
Is he not entitled to frustration?
Sure. I mean, was he? Look, we let him do his thing. He really unleashed what we've never heard him do before, though. OG, he's never gone that far. I ain't trying to defend him. I know you think I'm trying to defend him, but have we ever heard him talk that way?
You are. I
But
told
have
you
we?
that second team, man.
No. But no, that ain't my team. I'm talking about his actions. Have we ever heard him go that far? You
He
know, as
defended
far
what
as
he
talking
said
about
about
scouting.
his team.
Sure. Had he ever done that?
He ever done what?
Has he ever like lost at that time? Like, you know, he never did that before.
He
He's
lost
always
it. He did it. He did after the Green Bay game.
not like that though. Not like that.
So I need to
I
go get
do
that.
that.
I need to go get that one too.
You do that one too, but I'm saying I normally do that. And you know, we've heard my frustration with Falcons all season. You know what I'm saying? But you know, G can take a hard loss and go, hey, you know, we still we're gonna be all right. He's pretty
Right.
good. You know, I always have a good. You know, we've never heard him have a diatribe like that before.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm gonna give you another little tidbit. And then we get off and go to something else.
Okay.
So that
Mhm.
same night, when he came back and flipped on us and
Mhm.
changed the standard of the division, I
Mhm.
was out there trying to find it before the show ended. And you know what he did? He
He
went
cut the
here
show
ended the
short.
show prematurely because he
Yeah,
knew I
yeah,
was
yeah.
getting close to
We had
finding
to
the
go. We
episode.
was going a little long, man. We was going a
No,
little,
he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
going a little long, man.
Now listen, I will back myself up on this because remember, I'm with you. I think that y'all are, you know, number 2 in this division right now. I think I was doing that, but at the same time, I was letting my man vent his frustration. You know, I think I was with you, OG. I thought I gave you kudos and myself kudos on this.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I'm gonna say this here. You got your receipt, but I don't think we're gonna give you your return on this one. You know?
No. My thing, his whole justification
Yeah.
is about how Washington was last year.
Okay.
Okay.
And with y'all
So
were
right,
terrible.
right. But I'm saying is we made the necessary movements to
Y'all
make us
still
a
ain't got
better
no.
team.
That
To
still
make
ain't
it
got no quarterback.
a better team. So,
Back.
They get one. They get one in the draft. They get one in the draft.
They don't
You
even
know
know
they
what they
get.
want. They don't even know what they want yet.
hey, you ain't got no quarterback.
We got a quarterback. He was run up MVP.
And where
Was
was
he?
he at when the Super Bowl played?
That don't matter. We got a quarterback.
You can say that. A
Right.
quarterback. Okay.
But see, but
okay,
let me tell you
Mike.
something, OG. The reason why you don't never go back and say, you know, man, I ain't watching the team no more because your team been bad for so long, you don't care. You so used to them losing, it ain't like you don't get upset when they lose. You like, hey, well, I didn't expect us to win anyway.
So
this
okay,
ain't
so
no
you
different.
okay,
This
so
is
you think you gonna
everything.
make a little pot shot and I'm not gonna say nothing? So you gonna say I'm used to losing, but you got a quarterback, right? You got a quarterback that doesn't show up in the big game, but you gonna went out here and gave him the bag. But you got a quarterback during the regular season. When it comes playoff time, you don't have no quarterback.
They gave him that bag like 4 years ago.
You don't have no quarterback.
Hey, with that bag, you know, I had 12
And
consecutive
and like
seasons.
I say, you can talk about the regular season when it's all said and done. But like I said, every year I've been on this podcast, every single year, you say we gonna win. You say we gonna win. I keep telling you, G, you look good on paper. You're not gonna be no good. No, we go win. We go win. We go win. And what do? I get my stamp, and I stamp your ticket to sit right beside me at the house party.
You just playing the field, dog. That's all you do. You playing the field. That's all.
Who playing the field? What you doing?
I got my team. I'm rolling with my team. But you say, hey man, y'all ain't gonna make it to the Super Bowl. You gonna be sitting right as us. So you just playing the Cowboys versus everybody else.
So am I lying?
You ain't never saying Commanders gonna be there.
When
they gonna always because they always gonna be at the bottom.
You know why? Why? Because some fans with their teams are realistic about what's gonna happen.
No, they realize that they know y'all ain't got no chance.
Y'all ain't got no chance either, G.
I bet you Kansas City ain't saying that. I bet you Buffalo ain't saying that. I bet you doggone the Rams wasn't saying that. I bet you Pittsburgh ain't saying that.
I think we were all unrealistic last year.
I bet you Baltimore ain't saying that. But
I
know who it is.
Out of all them teams you just named, how many won the Super Bowl? How many?
One
of them.
There's only one can win it. Only one.
I'm saying you just named all these teams.
When we all a little delusional last year, though, the past couple seasons we've all been a little delusional, right? Like you said, with G saying Super Bowl, you saying 13 wins, me saying 10, you know, we were all off, you know. Now, who was the most Who was the most off?
OG.
What that mean?
You did
What that
say
mean?
13
Look,
wins.
it's like I
You
said,
be
Cora.
you be the
Like,
most off every year when we pick our pick.
I tell you what, don't be off about
What?
that you will be sitting beside me. And
So
I
you
tell
gonna
you every
you
year.
gonna
I
open the
tell you
door?
every year. You look good
You gonna
on
be there
paper.
first?
You gonna be there first.
We 12-5. We 12-5. Okay, you 12-5. What 12-5 get you?
We give us a chance. That's all that matters. Get us a chance.
Not with your quarterback, it don't.
Y'all don't never get a chance.
Not with your
When y'all gonna
quarterback.
get a chance?
You ain't gonna never get a chance with your quarterback.
When
No.
you gonna get a chance? You don't even get a chance. You don't get a chance to sniff the playoffs.
I'm getting a chance this year.
And how long do you sniff?
Long enough to know that you watching me play.
Watch you lose.
Oh,
All right, man. Justin Fields might get a ring before Dak. Dang, Steve-O. That's what we doing out here.
yeah, listen, that is. I ain't gonna lie. That's not. You know what?
Dak he does own the Commanders. You're right. He does own the Commanders.
Justin Fields to get one before that. Man,
Hey, JB the Cowboy fan, don't do like the rest of them. Don't start disappearing when the season starts, because that's what they have a tendency to do. When the season starts, they start losing. You can't find y'all. Y'all leave Gators on here to go down by itself.
Hey, I love it, man. I love that we got into this football talk. I know y'all have been missing it as much as I've been missing it. I've actually been trying to watch a little bit of this UFL football. The UFL, it comes on Saturdays and Sundays. They have some games coming on this weekend, you all. We have the St. Louis Battlehawks versus San Antonio Bajas on ESPN at 3:00 on Saturday, on Sunday. I'm sorry. The Birmingham Stallions versus the Memphis Showboats at 7 p.m. on Fox. All right.
how many teams this league got?
I want to say it's 8 teams. 8 teams in this league.
You say 8?
Yeah, 8.
Only 8?
Only 8. Yeah, only 8. And it's not bad. Steve, I actually watched 2 games. It's not bad, y'all. It's actually, if you want to quench that hunger or that thirst for football, this will do it, man. This will get you hyped up. This will get you pumped up about football again. Matter of fact, one of our guys that we interviewed, he actually plays for one of the squads out there. Justin Hall. He actually
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Justin Hall is actually playing for. I want to say it is. I want to say it's Houston, the Houston Roughnecks. I want to say he plays for. He did get injured last week. Got a hit to the head, and but yeah, it's actually pretty good, man. Pretty good. It's a couple steps up from the average college game. Yeah, so it's in between college and the pros. So a lot of these players have played in the pros. A lot of these players have been on pro teams. And they're going out trying to get their shot again. So you'll see
any names that you recognize that that were probably in college or in the NFL that caught your eye with the last 2 games that you saw?
I know I can name one. I can't name his name, but I was watching the game where this team had a doggone field goal kicker. They kicked a 62 and a 64-yard field goal.
Oh.
Who?
I can't remember what team it was. I have to go back and look and see. But they played, was it Saturday? And right at the end of the half, the coach went to the field goal kicker and said, yeah, went in there, kicked a 64-yard field goal with room to spare.
You mean there's a kid kicking 64-yard field goals and he's in the UFL?
He won't be for long.
Won't be for long, yeah. He'll get him a job. And they have like some coaches that coached in the NFL. Wade Phillips is one of the coaches. So So I mean, Wade Phillips, their team was down 19-0 in the game, and with 2 minutes left in the game, they came back and won.
But Wade like 80, ain't
He's like 65, something like that. 64.
Ain't 65.
Yeah, he's not that. He's not no 80. You know, he know
60.
80. But yeah, so I mean, you'll see some good football, man. So you have the DC Defenders versus Arlington Renegades on ESPN on the 13th. So you have 2 games on the 13th and 2 games on the 14th. The Houston Roughnecks versus Michigan. I cannot read my Panthers on ABC at 12 o'clock on Sunday.
That's who he played for.
The
That's what you
Houston
play for.
what?
Michigan Panthers.
Michigan Panthers. Okay, good.
Jake Bates.
Okay. Yeah, combining those leagues really made a difference in the quality of the games. I agree. You're actually seeing some really, really, really good football.
Wait a minute.
I went too far with some nice football. I'm sorry.
What you said combining the 2 leagues and you only got 8 teams?
Yeah. So you putting all the talent on them for them 18. That means the players there really are going to have a chance to make it to the next level.
So wait a minute. So they combined the what 2 leagues?
The XFL and the USFL.
Yeah.
Okay. So the XFL was that Jim McMahon started league, right?
Yeah, one of them, man. I know Rock had something to do with one of them. Last season. But I guess, like you said, what they're doing is they're trying to combine the 2 to put more talent out there to just kind of bring more interest.
Mm-hmm.
They get more people to watch and go to the games.
Yeah, check it out if y'all have an opportunity this weekend, and let me know Sunday what y'all think about it, man. All right. The NFL draft is coming up. We are 15 days away from the NFL draft, fellas and ladies are out there, man. On Sunday, I do want to ask y'all. I want y'all to tell me out of your first 3 picks, what do you want your team to do? Do you want them to pick linebacker, quarterback, receiver, and the first 3 picks? How you want to go? First round, I want them to go receiver. Second round, I want them to go linebacker. All right, that et cetera, et cetera. So we'll talk about that. And in the chat, I want you all to do the same for your team. Pittsburgh, you tell me what you want. JB, the Cowboy fan, tell me what you want from the Cowboys, what you want us to do. I see you said get rid of Dak and Michael Parsons and just do a Herschel Walker type trade for something. So
who you said? Who?
He said get rid of Dak and Michael Parsons, like a Herschel Walker.
Herschel? Who is that?
Herschel Walker trade. Like the Herschel Walker trade that the Cowboys did.
I don't know who Herschel is.
Yeah.
That's
Herschel, right?
Yeah, Herschel. Who Herschel? A chick from IO. Herschel.
All right. Roddy, Lil John, and James, man. Y'all put it in there on Sunday. So check us out Sunday for sure. All right. Let's jump into the NBA. We are like 4 games, man, away from the playoffs starting. The play-in games are starting. Pee Wee and myself went to the game last night, watched my Hawks lose in double overtime to the Miami Heat. We really, really needed that game. Losing that game hurt.
That's 3 in a row?
No, we won. We won the day before. But this one was a tough one. We had to win this one, and I think we fell short in double overtime. I thought it was some bad coaching towards the end. I thought they could have did some things differently that could have helped out. But a great game, nonetheless. We had a wonderful time at the game, talking to Jimmy Butler and the refs throughout the game. So it was a lot of fun, man. Jimmy was talking back with us as well, so it was good. But with that being said, Bronny James has entered his name in not the portal first, but now he's entered his name in the NBA draft. And we touched on it not Sunday, but last Wednesday we touched on it. And we said, I said, I ain't really want to talk about it because it's Bronny James. He really ain't done enough to even, garner that type of attention. But now this man is entering into the NBA draft. And I actually overheard some guys talking yesterday at the game, and they were saying that they think he actually might do well in the NBA because and and I was eavesdropping. Their reasoning is because he's so smart. His dad is LeBron James.
Let me ask you this question, G. As a Lakers fan, and this is, I know we've been hearing it, seeing the blogs. Okay, so I saw one today where it says Jimmy Buss might consider, and your GM may consider picking up Bronny as as a Laker to support the theory that LeBron James thinks that like I said, he's a better NBA player than a college player. Do you buy into the notion that the Lakers could actually draft this kid just so he could play with his dad?
He not a Laker fan no more.
He still he still he still
I,
he
I,
still,
He changed.
I,
He changed his alliance.
I, I, I'm not. No. That would be.
Take your time, man. Hold on. Take it.
Be careful what you say now, because we don't want no more frustration going on. I don't want to record nothing again.
That would be for me. I think that would be a huge mistake. I think you're wasting a draft pick on a player that cannot help you. If you draft Bronny James, you only get 2 rounds in the NBA draft. Like, you're going to use one of your 2 picks to pick up a guy just so he can play with his dad.
Hey, man.
That father-son duo might take it over the top, man. Might get what, number 18, 17, whatever it is.
That man ain't trying to win no championship.
He just want to play with his son.
He just want to play with his son. And what does that say? What does that say to the rest of your team?
How about go to the G League?
If you do that, yeah. What does that say to the rest of your team?
I don't know. Now he also said this too, and I know this is direct input on the Lakers as well. He is willing, if there is another team who will pick Bronny up, he is also willing to go, to that team. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and play with him.
What
and I think that's the lure. I guess for other teams.
Yes.
But is it really a lure to get him in for a year or maybe 2?
So is he on the current contract with the Lakers?
Yeah.
This is his last year, right?
This is Bron's last year?
He could technically become a free agent next year, right? If I'm not, because that's why he was saying that he would play for another squad if possible.
I thought it would be a trade. Yeah, I thought it'd be a trade though.
He would demand a trade.
I think he has like a no trade clause type thing, whatever in there.
So right, you just can't trade him.
You can get traded. Yeah. He has an option. Okay, end of skull. Welcome on, nephew. He said he has an option in his clause, whether to be traded. Player option this season, I think. Okay.
Cool. How much time you got?
Continue, fellas. I got a little time. I'm already up on the. I'm already hooked up. So
okay. Yeah. So that's how I feel, man. I think it'll be a mistake. I think I want it. I like it for LeBron. I think it's cool, to be a player with your son. But I think it's a slap in the face of all the other NBA players that are really trying to make this thing they life, man.
So you don't think he's gonna you don't think he's gonna transpire into an NBA player?
Bronny James?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
What about you, OG?
I know.
Welcome on,
I can't remember somebody put it in. I don't know if it was Steve or who, but I think he needs more time in college. Because I think if anybody drafts him now, they drafted him based on what he did in high school, and that's in high school against 17, 18, 16-year-olds. But now you coming to the NBA against grown men.
I do agree that he could use a lot more, some more college. But I think it was ex-Hawk player. I forget his name, but he was our point guard for some years, and he said that Bronny would be a better NBA player than college. He got a podcast too, but I can't remember his name. He used to be Atlanta Hawks point guard.
Jeff Teague.
Yes, Teague
Mhm.
was the one who said that. When I was sitting there listening, not, I ain't gonna lie, he's not happy that that Bronny is doing this, but he just said at this point, because of his dad, he'll probably end up getting a little bit more burn than the average player. You're right. He will ride the coattail of his father's wishes, which is and the power of LeBron. Which honestly, I don't even know why he's leaving USC. I ain't gonna lie. I like the player of Bronny James. I know they limited his minutes because of his heart situation,
Mm-hmm.
but I think he has the potential to become a decent NBA player. I look at him similar to Rivers, Doc's son. I'm not saying that he's gonna be a dominant force in the NBA, but I think he'll end up transpiring to be a decent role player.
But he's leaving the option open to go back to college though.
Yeah, he got to that with the Porter.
But Austin Rivers was really good at Duke, and
Yeah,
and
he only
uh,
played one season now.
and he was really good at Duke.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. I have to admit.
Yeah.
Uh, and I don't know, man. Then Bronny needs some more time in college. He definitely needs more time in college. You're saying he had limited minutes because of his heart. Now, okay, now let's move him to the NBA.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not agreeing. I'm not
Yeah,
agreeing. I'm
yeah,
just saying he could use some more seasoning. I want him to stay. I don't know what the move is now. Somebody said that the reason why he entered the NBA draft so he could, work out, the NBA workout, so people could take a look at him, so he could see what the competition is like, all that type of stuff. I mean, maybe it's to open his eyes, but he did enter the portal. I don't know where. Yeah, like I saw three teams. I saw Duke, I saw UNC, and I saw I can't remember the third team, but he gonna do the Katie Van Lift, or
You
what's
say UNC?
Look, I think he's just picking good ones. That's all.
But
He picking
I
good.
think the coach left at Southern Cal though.
Whenever they do that, you get a transfer portal off the rip when your coach leaves.
Right.
You get you get to enter the portal. You get 30 days to enter the portal to choose somewhere else, and then you also get I think you get two more, right, or either one more, something like that. Haley, she done already. I don't know where she trying to go either. She like I'm gonna pick the winners.
Mm-hmm.
But if she want to pick a winner, we don't have no room for
Well, they say Bronny is 6'4".
No, no, he ain't 6'4", is he?
I don't think he's 6'4".
I think that
I
the
thought
youngest brother.
I thought Isaiah Collier was taller than he was on the team, and I don't think Isaiah is 6'4".
I think the youngest boy is taller than him.
But
Yeah.
y'all was comparing him to Austin Rivers. Do y'all know Austin Rivers was a first round pick, 10th overall pick?
Yeah, because he was pretty decent, but he also wherever his dad went to coach is where he played.
What you mean?
How many
You
teams
mean
did
the
Austin?
pros? In the pros?
Yeah, he played most of the time with his dad. Am I wrong?
They say he got selected by the New Orleans Hornets. Doc was that
Yeah.
New Orleans?
No.
No,
He was about to be out the league,
and
and
his
then his
dad.
dad picked him up. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he had been playing for a while before before his dad picked him up,
I don't know about a while, maybe 3 or 4 seasons, and then
because he was Pelicans. Then he went to the Magic, and then his
that's what his
dad.
dad. His dad was at the Magic when he picked him up, right? He played for the.
I thought he picked him up at the Clippers. He picked him up at
Yeah,
the
he
Clippers.
said he played for the Clippers, played for the Rockets, played for Denver and Minnesota.
Okay.
You didn't say you. Did you say Magic?
I said the Clippers.
Yeah.
Did he play for the Magic?
I thought he played for the Magic. No.
Well, he said he didn't.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
Over
maybe it's
11
just.
seasons.
So he only played 11 seasons.
Yeah. Clippers in Boston is what Steve-O said. That's who he played
Okay,
with.
and
Yeah.
he was on the Boston squad.
Uh-huh.
You sure? Cause he didn't get no burn over there. He would have been playing behind Rondo and.
Yeah. That was later on.
Right. Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know if he played with the Seeds, but if he did, like I said, I'd be surprised if he did. But because those are the Rondo years.
So I just and I don't want to feel like I'm hating on Bronny James, but I just don't. I've as a NBA fan and as a person who played ball, I don't like to see this type of favoritism.
Okay.
Like we said, this wouldn't he wouldn't have this opportunity or this chance with anybody else. But like you said, this is his dad. So I mean, he is like a top 5 player ever. You know what I mean? So I don't.
Who top 5?
LeBron James.
Man, is LeBron James top 5? I like LeBron James, but he's top 5. Wow. Okay.
Dang.
You don't have him in the top 5, Brody?
I don't have him in my top 5. Not yet. He gotta retire first, and then I gotta enjoy him. I gotta, have that. Man, he was pretty good. I get that. You gotta respect the points. You gotta respect the play of the years played. You gotta respect, the championships. But man, top 5.
Bronny needed the broken femur surgery to be 6'5".
Lord.
Man, they said break that dude femur like he a midget. I'm sorry, or a little person. I apologize. I can't see midget. Can't see.
Yeah, Lord.
So let me ask you. Okay, if he's in your top 5, G.
Yeah, I put him in my top 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Look, before we so my wife sent me this clip. I should have sent it to you. Okay, so
neither. I'm not a huge LeBron James fan either. But I'm with you. I'm with you, Steve-O.
What is that?
He's I'm not a huge Bron fan, but he is top 5.
He top 5? Man, all right, Steve-O. Okay, so I wish I should have sent this picture to you for everybody. So my wife sent me this. It was a four player person, point guards. It was Derrick Rose, Stephen Curry, Allen Iverson, and Kyrie Irving. Once again, Derrick Rose, Stephen Curry, Allen Iverson, Kyrie Irving. 2 sit, 2 start. Who you got? 2
point guards?
Yes, point guard. These just point guards. 2 sit, 2 start, or 2 drop. You know what I'm saying?
Who am I starting?
Yes. So this is like I said, Derrick Rose, Kyrie Irving, Stephen Curry, and Allen Iverson.
I'm starting the last 2.
Starting Curry and Iverson. Wow. So why G thinking I picked Kyrie and I picked Steph. OG just picked Curry and Iverson.
Well, I'm wow.
Okay, take your time.
And since y'all went Iverson and Curry, and you went Kyrie and Curry, I'm gonna go Rose and Curry.
Rose Hampton.
Are we talking about healthy?
Yeah, just healthy. Just healthy. Yeah, and healthy prime.
I'm going Rose. Yeah, I'm going Rose and Curry there.
His handle's not that good.
Rose? Who?
Rose?
That Rose handle not good to Kyrie nor Iverson.
Oh, then look here. You weren't taking the ball from him.
I ain't saying taking the ball. I said handle.
That's handle. You can't take the ball from him.
I don't think he's in the same league with them guys.
He had a hard dribble though.
Hey, and then he jump out the gym. Yeah, I'm taking him.
You taking D Rose, prime D Rose,
to prime D Rose and Curry.
All that is, he won't just be different.
Yeah.
he didn't want to pick the same. He didn't want to pick the same one me and you did. That's all it is.
I think we so consistently across the board we got Curry in there.
Curry's in
Yeah.
there. Curry's in
Yeah,
there.
and I think we all picked somebody different. I ain't
If
gonna
we
lie. I've learned to respect Kyrie. I ain't gonna lie. That dude, his dribbling skills to me, he play with you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Snack Panther got Austin Rivers dates that he's with these teams. So,
Man, okay.
all right, Pelicans from 2012 to 2013 to 2014 to 2015. So he's from 2012 to 2015 with Pelicans. Then he went to the Clippers from 14 to 18. Then the Wizards in 18-19. Then the Rockets. Oh, he got traded during the season there. Stayed with them until 20. And then the Knicks, I didn't even realize he was with the Knicks. 2021. Nuggets from 2020 to 2022. And then he's with the Timberwolves last year.
I don't remember that at all. He
hey,
get no
might
burn.
want to get the golf tournament a plug, but right before we get the golf tournament a plug, you remember I was telling y'all Don Staley had these guys that practice with the young ladies?
Yeah, the highlighters.
And you know what's gonna happen with them? Guess what they getting?
They get a ring.
They getting championship rings too.
Everybody get a ring. You get a ring. You get a
You
ring.
get a ring.
You get a ring.
Ew.
Do
And,
you
and
remember?
the revenge tour is over with too. Just let that know. That came from
Okay.
Hollywood Johnson. Revenge
She said
tour
he
is
done.
over.
Said she
Oh
done.
my God.
Okay. Y'all remember Coach Coco?
Yes.
You know, Don gave her a ring, you know, because she played for her after they won the first one. So that's the type of person Don Staley is, man. Kanisha sent me a clip of Don and the things that she's done and the things she does. Who she is, man. She's just an amazing woman. She getting a statue, or she has a statue outside in South Carolina now. And
They got a statue of Don
When
Staley.
yeah, well,
no, when they do that.
they're making a statue. I'm sorry, they're making a statue.
Oh,
They
I'm
actually,
about to
they,
say.
they actually showed her what it was, and people were upset about the way it looked. They said it didn't look like Don Staley.
Oh,
And they
yeah,
need,
I do remember
yeah,
that.
they need to fix it. And Don really didn't want it. She actually wanted. She said Aja Wilson should have had one up there
She
before.
got one.
Oh, does she? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they had that Don Staley. I mean, like the bust of her was. I mean, it was not nice. I don't know who they had do that, but that was not her, man. It looked terrible. I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
terrible, but it
Yeah.
looked terrible.
Yeah. Steve-O said, yeah, I heard that Don would recruit guys for the team to practice against. Those guys would get a ring too.
Yep.
Wow.
Golf tournament. Golf tournament.
Next said, looks like Dan Staley. Oh,
Yeah,
Don Staley. Don Staley.
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that picture, if you saw it, I'll see if I can find one and send it to the group. But it didn't look good, man. Whoever they had, they need to get that money back. I know. Mm-mm.
Golf tournament.
Golf
Golf
tournament.
tournament.
Hey, man. We do have a wonderful, wonderful thing coming up on Monday. You get a ring. You get a ring. This Monday it's here, y'all. It's here. We will talk about it again on Sunday, but thank you everybody that has participated or is participating in this golf tournament. It's for a great, great cause. Amputees, Adaptive Life, TCY come together Monday, April 15, 2024. Come out and play with us, man. I actually have my homeboy Jeremy, who's actually just gonna pay for one person, man. He's gonna come and try to just play, just get in where he fit in. So if you have an opportunity to come out, we are asking you to take a day off. It is on a Monday. We are definitely asking you all to take a day off. Come out, meet us in person, man. We want to meet you all. Come out and play some golf with us. Have fun. 18 holes, win great prizes, and get some trash talking going on as well, man. This Monday, we appreciate each and every one of you all, man. All right, y'all want to add anything to it, fellas?
I got one thing to add. Did y'all see that Kobe statue? They got names wrong, spelled wrong, and all that stuff on that Kobe statue in front of LA Stadium.
No, I didn't see that.
Man, they got some names spelled wrong. I forget what it was. But these guys, they ain't taking their craft seriously, so they gotta redo some stuff on Kobe's bust.
Oh man, that's crazy. Said, man, they hate Kobe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
did it
crazy.
wrong.
That's crazy. No, we did not. Did y'all talk about the NBA awards predictions, or is that Sunday? We'll talk about that on Sunday. So that's a topic we will jump into. Brought to you by my nephew NF Skull. We will talk about that on Sunday to get you all's opinions on. It's going to be kind of crazy because there's been so many injuries to the players we thought was going to win the awards. Now we got to actually go back and see who's going to get
Yeah.
these awards, man. So
Oh, that's
we
right, because they got to have them 65
yeah,
games. Oh,
yeah.
Lord. Wow.
Snack said they already fixed it, man. They already fixed it in LA.
They
Man.
did?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's already fixed. So
Cool.
good. All right, man. Hey, fellas, great show. OG, congratulations on your South Carolina women's Gamecocks, man, on a undefeated season and the title to go along with it, man. Like you said, the redemption tour is over. So great job by them. Corey, man, I'm proud of you, dog. You got off IR fast, man. You didn't pull a doggone what's my boy name?
Who that?
Ben Simmons. You didn't pull a Ben Simmons over there, man. You
No,
actually,
need. We had guests. We had guests. I know how to act. Guests here.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I was talking about your foot, man. I'm talking about your foot. You came off IR fast, man. You
Oh,
came
man.
out there. You came out there, man.
I
I'd have done the Ben Simmons. That would have been me.
Hey, man. No, I ain't gonna lie to you, fellas. I started with it, but hey, man, I ain't no workers' comp dude. You know, I went back to. Let me tell you, I went back, and that lady pulled my foot like she was trying to take it off, and then she took 4 X-rays of the wrong foot. But I'm like, you know what? I gotta go. I can't stay on this. Once I start walking, if I can get to it, I'm good. But so now I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't gonna be no good with that club in my hand. But look, like Roddy said, I ain't gonna be no different than if it was good.
Hey, and remember that course. There is no flat ground at all on that course.
Look, so Kanisha said, I'm gonna get you that thing. You know how you can put your knee on it and scoot around? I said, well, I'm gonna get stuck in the grass. I can't use that. Look, them hills, boy. Listen, them hills, I was tired.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Hey, man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all rocking with us. My guy James Littlejohn, Roddy Littlejohn, not your average guy, Steve-O, Snap Panther, my guy Mark Small, my guy Jovan Brooks, Cowboy, what is it? JB Cowboy, the Cowboy fan. My girl Jyll Linkhorn, my beautiful wife Crystal Wright, my nephew NF Skull. Anybody else out there we may have missed, man. Charge to my eyes, not my heart. I know my dog Kamarie is out there. Appreciate you rocking with me, big homie. Kamarie White, man. Him and his wife got a podcast that came back out. They changed the name. It's called
What's the name?
It's called Christian-ish.
Christian-ish?
Ish, yes. I think it's called
Okay.
Let me make sure.
Christian-ish.
Yeah, Christian-ish. It's about their journey, man, of their relationship with God. They've changed their life over, man, and Jesus is moving inside of them, man. So it's actually it's beautiful to see and hear their growth and what they're going through and what they're doing, and they're actually talking, going through the whole process with the world right now. So they're actually broadcasting it out, man. So it's beautiful.
Christian-ish. Okay, that's what's up.
Christian-ish, man. So they want to show everybody the love and show what God has done in their life and hopefully touch people's lives. And my daughter Kennedy Wright, man. Thank you for rocking with us, boo. God is dope. Yes, sir, Steve-O. God is dope, man. I love it. All right, man. We'll see y'all on Sunday at 8 o'clock, man. Remember to keep your head on the swivel and keep God first. We love y'all, man. We'll see y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, we got to figure out whether are we gonna